अगर आप यूएस यूनिवर्सिटीज में अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, then this video is going to be super important for you. The reason is that there's two major kinds of scholarships, and before you apply, you need to know about them. Unfortunately, most students don't know about one of these kinds, and that's basically something that can save you thousands of dollars on your education. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi guys, my name is Yash. I've been in the study abroad industry for the last 7 years now, and I was an international student just like you guys. So I have all of this information for you based on my own experience and the experiences of the students that I've worked with. See, there's two major kinds of scholarships you need to keep in mind when you go for your education in the US. The first one is need-based scholarships. Now, not every school will offer need-based scholarships, but some will. And the need-based scholarship basically means that if your family's total income does not exceed a particular threshold, and this threshold is quite high, usually like 90 lakh rupees or almost $100,000. If your family does not make more than $100,000 per annum, and in certain cases it's even double of this, 200,000, 300,000, then you can get almost all of your tuition waived off. You can get basically housing for free. You can get all kinds of things for free at these universities. The financial aid packages are insane. But what's the problem with need-based scholarships? Well, for starters, they're only offered in top universities. So examples of that would be Harvard, Yale, Johns Hopkins, Brown University, University of Pennsylvania, Vanderbilt University. All of these are good quality, top-notch schools which are incredibly selective. So what's the problem? Getting in is harder than getting the funding. Getting funding is not a problem. As long as you can get in, your profile is good enough, they fund you fully. Now, of course, that is if your family's income is not crossing that threshold. If your family makes more than that, then I guess you shouldn't have a problem paying. So these universities will not offer you these scholarships. But now coming to the second kind of major important scholarship, and that is your merit-based scholarships. Now, these are important because many students don't even consider these scholarships. Again, not every school will offer these, but certain universities have almost as good as cheat codes that you could use to cut down your tuition in half or even by 75%. And most students don't really use them, not intentionally at least. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use those intentionally. The first university on my list is Texas A&M University. In fact, by the way, this scheme that I'm talking to you about, it's called the Texas Competitive Tuition Waiver. This is eligible for pretty much every Texas state-based school that you can go forward to. So any public university that you go to in Texas usually will have this waiver. And what's so special about this? To understand that, you need to see the difference between in-state tuition and out-of-state tuition. Now, if you compare the international students or non-residents, they basically pay close to $15,000, while the national students are paying what? Only about $7,500. So the difference is basically of double the tuition. You're paying double the tuition as long as you are an international student. Now, here's what the Texas Competitive Tuition Waiver says. If you can get just $1,000 of scholarship from the university, just $1,000, and many Texas universities will give you deliberately only $1,000 of scholarship for this reason, by the way, you'll see on the I-20s. Well, then you are eligible for a 50% tuition fee waiver because you now qualify for the resident tuition rate. That means instead of paying $15,000 in tuition, now you're paying $7,500. And all public universities have this. Texas A&M University, University of Texas at Dallas, University of Texas at Austin, there's University of Texas in Arlington, and there's so many more. So make sure you take advantage of this. The second university on my list, which is cheap but has an amazing ROI, is San Jose State University. It's a part of the CSU system. It is certainly not one of the best ranked schools. In fact, it is probably going to be on your moderate or safe list in most cases, no matter what kind of a student you are. But the best thing about SJSU is that it is located in the heart of the Silicon Valley, which basically allows you access to all of these major IT hub tech companies, which is amazing, especially if you're studying a degree in IT. The average tuition over here is somewhere around $19,000 per annum, which is by default, I would say, quite low as compared to most of the US universities. And you still get access to an amazing environment, even though the ranking is not the greatest, but many students are able to get sponsorship from employers and jobs just because they are in the right place at the right time. The third one on my list is University of Florida. Again, not the best top university, but still it is within the top 50, top 75 for pretty much every program out there. Location is good and the tuition is somewhere around $28,000. It's not the highest either. But once you graduate, the average salary itself is $63,000 plus. If you're going for engineering, health sciences, business, then University of Florida is one of the best fits still, especially if you're looking to save money. And by the way, University of Florida also has certain schemes using which you can actually reduce your tuition towards the visiting tuition. But again, you can check more on the university website for that. Now, the fourth university on my list is Purdue University, but the West Lafayette campus. Make sure the campus is West Lafayette. Tuition is close to $29,000 for out-of-state students. Purdue has been known for engineering, computer science, and civil engineering programs, especially. So if you're looking for something like that, it's a great option, and even freshers are able to make $70,000 right out of the university. Finally, on my fifth rank is Duke University. It's an amazing school. I think the name is enough itself, but the tuition here is very high. It is $60,000 per annum. I know. Why did I put this university on this list anyway? Well, the reason is the Karsh International Scholarship. It's a merit-based scholarship that only international students get access to. And now you can apply for it while you apply for the university itself. They give you up to full funding, and Duke University is ranked in the top 10. So that's an opportunity not to be missed. But this video doesn't just have to end here. You could now go ahead to the link in the description. There's a link that will take you towards a whole page of compiled universities with good rankings, good ROI, and cheap programs. And I've compiled this whole list for you. So make sure you open up this page, but also make sure you go one step further. If you were to go ahead on this website and search for a program, let's say computer science, and then you find all the programs within computer science, you can now apply filters on the programs. Okay, I want only master's programs. All right, I want the programs with a tuition fee below $25,000. And I want, again, the GRE weight, all these details. You can basically apply all of these filters and get to a university that, and it doesn't just stop here. You can basically look at multiple countries at the same time, US, Canada, UK. A lot of this is available to you for absolutely free. Make sure you check out the link in the description, and you can sign up on YMGrad, where we'll keep on updating you of new programs just like this one. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. My name is Yash again, and goodbye and take care. Until next time, my team's WhatsApp number is in the description if you need some more help.